Hi there. In this episode, we'll be covering how much can you earn from writing a book. This is one of the most powerful and most frequent topics that come up when I meet with authors. And my message is the same every single time. Don't expect to make a bunch of money from writing your book. Your book is not the thing that's going to make the money for you, but it's going to open the doors to allow you to make money doing other things. I know it's a lot, I know it's complicated. Let's dive into it further. By the end of this video, you will learn the importance of a sales funnel, why I don't want you to care at all about book sales, and why the key ingredient to the financial success from your book is you. And stay tuned until the end of the video for an opportunity I really think you're gonna enjoy. Let's dive in. I get it. You have an awesome book. You have a great story idea. This book is going to change somebody's life. It's going to be super popular. You're going to be a New York Times bestseller. You're going to be all over the place. I don't want you to worry about any of that stuff. I want you to focus on writing the best book possible and connecting it to a sales funnel that can help you generate money. The way that people make money from books isn't from the book itself. Let's do some simple math. Let's say you're a public speaker and you make $10,000 every time you give a speech. That's a pretty good rate. I know some people who make that much money. Not a lot of people do, but as you keep working at it, your rates are going to go up. So let's just say $10,000. How many speeches do you have to give to make $100,000? The answer is 10. Let's think about books. You write a book, it's super popular, and every time that you sell a book, you make $5 in revenue from each book sold. How many books do you have to sell in order to make $100,000 in book revenue? The answer is 20,000. It's a big difference. When you think about making money from your book, you need to be able to connect your book's message to high cost, high value services, whether it's coaching support, whether it's consulting, whether it's speaking engagements that are going to drive revenue. When you can do that successfully, you will have tons and tons of success. I'm serious. I've had clients who've done it. I have clients who have generated six-figure revenue from a book. And it's interesting because the clients of mine who've had the best revenue outcomes haven't sold a lot of books. Maybe they sold 200 or 300 copies of their book, but they got them in the right reader's hands, and then those readers went and spent $50,000 or more to work with the client. That's revenue from your book. And a lot of times, business people don't connect those pieces together. They think, oh, I lost money on the book. My book cost me X amount to publish, X amount to write, X amount to print, X amount to do all these things, to market. So they look at that $10,000 or $20,000 or more and they think, I'm out, all that money from the book. When, they start looking at all the cost of the book, the writing, the editing, the layout and design, the publishing, the promoting. And they think about those as sunk costs, that this is just a loss. And then they don't actually look at the fact that this book drove business outcomes for you. In order to be successful financially with your book, you need to be able to connect your book to your business outcomes. Yeah, you can have book success without that, but it's going to be a lot harder. Something else to think about as well is if you're doing this properly, you probably will be able to write off your book as a business expense. This is something that's promoting your company. So you're spending the money to promote your company. The book is a reflection of your company. It's a piece of your company. So the fact that you spent all this money, you can write that off in your taxes. That's a positive thing. But again, you'll probably lose money on the book itself. Who cares? It doesn't matter. If you're making lots of money doing other things like giving speeches and getting people to hire you, it doesn't matter if the book lost money if you're doing it right. Your book is a great lead magnet for your products and services. It's a great lead magnet to reflect you. It's you. This book is about you and promoting you. And that's why the key ingredient is you. When I work with authors and I give them insights into the process, the book process, we talk about promotion and getting their book out there. It's all on them. They do the interviews, they get the visibility, they get the attention. They connect their book to their products and services, they create a great business sales funnel underneath their book, they have success. It's all up to you, the author. You get what you put into it. And if you put in haphazard things that aren't quite connected, it's going to be a lot tougher to see the outcomes and rewards. If you do the things that connect all these pieces together, things are going to happen. Books are especially powerful for public speakers because when you give a speech, you can actually arrange it where attendees get a copy of your book. So they leave with a copy of your book. Or maybe you go to a conference or some event and you can give out copies of your book to them. It's so special when you can do that. Think about the power not just of handing out business cards, but handing out a book. What's that going to allow you to accomplish? You know, even if only 1 or 2 or 3 of the people in that room are interested in hiring you, that's huge. That's exactly what you want. That's the exact person you want to speak to, and it's the exact opportunity that you want to unlock because of your book. So all these things are happening, and I think a lot of times people write a book thinking like it's going to happen. This is just going to happen, but it's really up to you to connect the dots. It's up for you to share the message. It's up for you to be the spokesperson for this message, for the story, and get it out to the masses. This focus on other business outcomes and sales funnels is especially important because of the reality that fewer and fewer people are reading specific books today. More and more people are reading books, but they're not reading the same books. And most books that get published might only get read by a couple hundred people at most. There's so much content out there that the likelihood that somebody's reading your book is diminished. So you want to make sure to really understand who your audience is, who your real readers are, get them in the right readers' hands, and give them a message that they're going to want to follow, that they're going to want to carry forward with them. You're going to want to give them a transformative book where they read it and say, I want to work with that person, I want to hire that person, I want that person to give a speech to my group, I want that person to do this, this, or this. I want this journey to continue. This book is the beginning of that journey, and the journey continues after the book. You need to have that other thing beyond the book, because if you don't have the other thing beyond the book, A, you're not going to have the readership, you're not going to have the masses reading it, and then you're not going to have the outcomes you want. You know, I think a lot of times people write the book thinking things are just going to happen, but if you don't connect the dots with a great call to action, if you don't have a sales funnel underneath it, these things are going to just fade away. It's like sand sifting through your fingers. It's just going to drift away, and then you're going to be left frustrated, you know? Think about when people go viral. It's kind of like that. When people go viral, maybe they have a video online or a song or something that goes viral, and then what happens? People just forget, people move on. It's the same thing with the book. You can get tons and tons of people reading it, but if there's not that next thing, that's it. It's just visibility for a moment, for an instant, and then it's gone. You don't want that. You want to capture and you want to convert. And you want to use your book to accomplish that. If you want to learn more about how much can you earn from writing a book, I'd love for you to check out another video that I've recorded. I'll link to it on the screen. It's called How Do You Write a Memoir? It's interesting because a lot of times powerful business books and opportunities to generate revenue come from these business memoirs that kind of dig deep within the person's business story. And you know, I think if you're interested in generating revenue from your book, you'll really take a lot out of that, and that really digs deeper on the writing process and what it means to actually write the book. So if you're interested in generating revenue, you'll definitely want to see like what is entailed with writing the book itself. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.